Alright, y'all, let's go ahead on and get started for today. It's honestly not a particular topic. Of course, I'm going to do the title later, but honestly, I just feel the need and the desire to just jump all the way in with y'all. Can we just talk for a minute? Like, can we just talk? Of course, we know Jesus is present and what he has to say is going to shine its way through, but can we just talk for a minute? Alright, friends, let's do it. Life can sing you lemons. And I know y'all know the old-fashioned saying, take lemons and make lemonade. But sometimes the lemons may be a little too dry. Sometimes the lemons may be not edible. You know, there may not be any juice inside the lemons. And you may put yourself, or not put yourself, that's it right there. You don't put yourself into anything. You are in control of nothing. You can be in control of your thoughts, but when you give your thoughts to God, when you give your understanding to God, when you give everything to him, at that point you are wiping your hands clean of it. You are saying, this is not me, this is you. This is not my war. This is not my battle. This is your war. This is your battle. You are in control. And it makes you feel lost. You know, it makes you feel found but lost. It makes you feel blind even though you're also able to see. And it puts you in the mindset of, what should I do? What am I supposed to be doing right now? You know, if I was thinking under my own subjection, if I was making choices and decisions based on how I feel, you know, I could be reckless right now. I could make a real jacked up choice and decision right now. I could put myself into place and position or do something that is not going to lead me to the results that I want. And it may even make it a little worse along the route. I mean, imagine you being in a car, driving, or rather riding. And then all of a sudden, the person that's in charge of driving, the driver, they're pushing the car in the direction in which it's supposed to go. They got their foot on the gas, they can access the brake, and they can turn the wheel, right? But let's say out of nowhere, you like, you know what, man, you ain't moving fast enough. You ain't moving fast enough. You put your foot over, if it's possible. In my car, you probably had to be skinny mini in order to do it. But you put your foot over on top of my foot, and you mash my foot down faster on the gas. You put your hands on my hands, or put your hands on the wheel, you know, away from my hands, and you start twisting and turning and going left or right. Now, mind you, I'm still driving the car. I still got my foot on the gas, but yours is on top. I still got my hands on the wheel, and either your hands are over my hands or your hands is somewhere in the vicinity of the wheel. That means that we about to crash. We might burn out. We might spin out. All kinds of bad things could possibly happen. Why? Because I'm already driving. And then you're reaching over and you are micromanaging me driving. And you yourself are choosing to do your thing while I'm still doing my thing. That might have been a little confusing. I ain't gonna lie, it was a bit confusing for myself. But again, it's not me speaking. So therefore, you know, the message is coming out. However it needs to come out, it's coming out. Even though we just talking. That's what happens though when you release control. You are no longer the person in control on which way the wheel is gonna go. You are no longer in control on how fast the car moves or how slow it moves. Why? Because you've given up that access to the driver's seat. You've handed over the keys. You've handed over the responsibility to the one that is driving the car. And in this case, when you give it up to God, you're not driving the car anymore. It's no longer your responsibility. It's still your responsibility to be responsible of what you're supposed to be doing. Like, get up in the morning, take a shower, get dressed, head to work. But it's outside of your control if you go to work and you find out your boss man say, nah, I can't use you for today. I just can't use you for today. I'm sorry. You made the trip, but I can't use you for today. See, it may have taken you by surprise that this situation happened. It's just an example, but it may have taken you by surprise that the situation happened. It never took God by surprise. God already knew. He knew months, years before it ever occurred. Way before you even had the job. He knew from the beginning to the first day to the last day everything that was going to occur. Even and included, but not limited to, the fact that one day you was going to go to that job and that job was going to say, nah, I'm sorry, you wasted your gas, you wasted your time because, nah, this isn't a thing. Not today. But do you believe that those things happen for no reason? Do you believe that those steps was a mistake? Maybe God was on his lunch break. Nah. He was on vacation. Nah. He was confused or lost. Nah. God is never confused about anything. He knows everything, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, and in the ways it's going to happen. Sure, he gives us free will, but when you give that free will back to him and say, no, God, I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'm worried. I'm confused. I'm lost. I have no idea what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where to do it at. I hand it all over to you. When you give it to him, no matter what the outside world may look like, you got to stand on it. You got to move on it. You got to hold on to that. And you got to know that as you do that, everything is fine. On the way to work today this morning, I was thinking to myself, you know what, God, it really didn't start before I got to work. That wasn't even it. It was, honestly, when I got on my toilet this morning. No shade, no nastiness, just being real. Like, I get a lot of praise and worship in on my toilet. Y'all ain't gonna sit here and hold you. It's one of the most prayed up spots in my house. I pray in every room in my house, but my most biggest revelations that I get is in that room. Even if I just purposely go in there and I have nothing else that I need to do in there. Like, I didn't go in there for a purpose to bathe or use it. I just went in there to sit down on the throne. So I go in there sometimes and I sit on the throne. And as I'm sitting on the throne, instantly it's like, it's entombed, It's entombed. It gives you that space for you to be quiet and you to just listen. Or for you to speak and not have a worry or a stress if you're being edifiable, if you are edifying, or if you are being eloquent. Because there's nothing eloquent about being in the bathroom. It's nothing eloquent about being on the toilet, on the throne. You can just be raw and let it all rip. Literally and figuratively. No pun intended. Excuse me. But it started for me this morning. I was like, you know what, God? I'm going to give it all to you. Everything. Me, job, business, husband, house, car, everything. Like everything. I hand it over to you. That ain't the first time. I've been doing it consistently. I just happen to have done it this morning. And so by the time I got in my car and I was halfway to work, like literally about 5 minutes away from work, I was like, you know what, God, I give it to you. Like, I know I gave it to you this morning, but I'm going to pray without ceasing today. I'm going to give this to you. I'm going to give this to the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, God Almighty, because I don't know. I'm in that space that I'm describing to you guys right now. I'm in that space where it's like, God, I done everything I can do. I'm doing everything you are telling me to do. So at this point, you know me. I am resetting, rejuvenating, and for the first time in my life, I'm learning what it is to just choose you. To just keep you first no matter what. Keep you first no matter if it's a bill due. Keep you first no matter if the rent is due. Keep you first even if my refrigerator and freezer and cabinet is looking a little light. Keep you first even if I don't know how to fill my gas tank up. Keep you first. Like, no matter whatever the situation or circumstance may be, I am dedicating myself to keeping you first. And the reason why is because this is too much for me. This has gone too far. I've experienced too much. It's been too many changes, fast approaching changes. And most of them, I asked for it. I asked for it. I asked for it because I was tired. I asked for it because I was weak. I asked for it because I'm tired of confusion and low vibrational energy and just a whole bunch of mess. I don't like mess, yo. I really don't. I'm not OCD, and I'm not always the most organized person. But one thing I can't stand is mess and nastiness. I can't. If you see me, if you see my home, you see my car, you see anything that's got anything to do with me that's messy or nasty, help me. Please help me. Get me to a hospital. You know, get me talking to somebody. Be the person to talk to me or listen to me, whichever one I need at the moment. Like, please. Because if you see Miss Shonda messy or nasty, she not in her right mind. I'm telling you, she's not. And I done been there and I done it, so I know. I know my triggers and I know who I am. So I'm not nasty and I'm not messy. So if you see me being nasty, you see me being messy, and I mean it's not the good kind, I need some help. And that's where I have gotten to. Not being nasty or messy, but I've gotten to that place where it's like, yeah, my house and home may be clean and decent and organized and everything functioning like it should. But my insides, because I've seen a whole lot of stuff and I've kept battling a whole lot of stuff and I've seen cycles repeat themselves in different areas of my life too long, I'm like, I see the cycles and it's time to break them. I see the chains and it's time to break them. I see the generational curses and it's time to break them. It's time to break them. It's time to break them. You know how when somebody get real, I don't know a lot. I did learn the last 3 years. I don't know a lot about playing pool. But you know how, y'all end up choosing who go first. And you crack the balls so that they start moving in different directions or whatever. You're pretty much breaking the balls that are in the triangle. That's what it is. It's like, it's time to break them. It's time for whatever this stuff is that is the shadow, a stuck emotion, a low vibrational energy. If you believe in the devil, okay, the devil, confusion, spirits, energy, whatever it is that's allowing these things to happen. If it's a thought process, if it's stuff that you don't know and you don't even know that you don't know, whatever it is, it's time to break them.